Oh, good morning. Long time no see. It's been really busy. Decided to take a step and get my health better. I've lost almost 50 pounds now, but hadn't been on the water in a little while. So today we're back on the water. It is February the 1st. The lake is way down, by 8 foot down. Right now we're going to be catching some bait and see if we can get on some fish today. I literally fished Christmas, the weekend before Christmas. So I haven't been on the water in a little over a month. And we're gonna see what we can make happen today. It's not too bad this morning. It's right at 45 degrees. Water temperature is 41, so it's cold. But we're gonna get out of here. Bait's deep, 36, 40 foot. We're gonna throw a tape net this morning. I'm gonna set you guys down here. I don't have everything on my camera gear just yet, so I'm gonna set you guys down here shortly, and you'll see the live scope. You'll see the net going down on the bait. So you just gotta find us some bait right here. We'll be good to go. Looks like there's some coming up. We'll get you guys positioned here. So I'm gonna throw the net. You'll see it go down on top of it. We're just gonna let that sink. It's gonna start coming into your screen right here at the top. We're going right down on top of them, as you can see there. Let's see what we got. Got some shad. Nothing to write home about. About 12 shad. We'll go to the left a little bit. There's some more coming up. You'll see the net fall. Right down on top of them. All right. There we go. Nothing big. We're gonna sort through all these. Gonna sort through all these. I got some good ones in there, but there's a bunch of small ones. We're gonna let them go back. I'll get back with you guys. All right, we're anchored up here. I ain't got no baits or nothing in the water yet, but got a brand new rig here I won at a Christmas tournament. So we can get it rigged up. I keep leaders pre-made. Nothing fancy. That's all you need. You don't need all your rattles and dibble dabble stuff that's going on nowadays. That's to catch your eyes. That's not to catch fish. So keep it simple, stupid. Before all these rattles and stuff come out, back in the day, and I talk like I'm 50, but I'm really 39. But back in the day, we used this stuff to catch fish, and it worked just fine. And guess what? It still works just fine. So you spend your money how you want to spend it. I don't care. But you don't need that stuff. So this is Mad Cat's Venom, medium heavy, with a Mad Cat's reel. I got a couple of these Mad Cat reels. I mean, they seem to be decent. I ain't had no problems out of them, but that's the Venom, the reel. Brand new. Never casted, never done anything. It's the only one I got good line on too. All these rest are due for a respool, and I just haven't done it yet. So we're gonna get her out there, get some bait, get it cut up. I'm about to show you guys a couple of my chunk baits I'm gonna be using today. What we're gonna do, just take some shads. Gonna run a mix of big baits and small baits. Just see what they want. Like I say, it's been a month or so since I've been on the water. We're anchored up in 27.5 foot on a point. The main channel runs light along this point right here, and it gets 25 foot over there. But most of everything that I'm marking this morning is deep, in that 30 foot range. Like I say, I'm gonna run a mix of big baits, just palm size, and then that's your standard small baits. And I have used them smaller than that. Get this out here. And go ahead and throw the big bait on the new rig and see what happens. Have it adjusted anything? Nothing. I may backlash it like crazy. Who knows? Still got it. It's all good. No backlash. Pretty deep out there. Need to adjust the drag some. I'll leave it right there. Screw it. All right. I'll put some more rod holders on the boat. Got more rods today than I do rod holders. More rod holders. I'll probably have 10 more at home. We'll throw a small bait on this side with a peg float. The peg float is as much as you really need to see on a leader. and those leaders are a little bit longer. So a lot of this comes down to anatomy. If you look at anatomy of a fish, a flathead for example, his eyes aren't looking directly on the side. His eyes are more or less on top of their head. So if you can float a bait up off the surface a little bit, it helps a lot with the vision of a flathead. And just the anatomy of the fish in general, it speaks a lot about how you want to fish for fish. For example, a blue, they're all the time cruising. Everybody thinks catfish are straight bottom feeders, and there's somewhat truth to that, but not all the time necessarily. The way I like to fish is I'll run a mix of just regular straight Carolina rigs with peg floats, and then just regular rigs, just hook, leader, and swivel. So that's the way I've always fished. You don't have to have all this other bells and whistles and whatever else you want to put on your line. But I see some guys, they're paying $20, $25 a rig just for 1 leader. That's insane. All right, I'm gonna finish throwing these out and quit jabber jawing. See if we can get some fish in the boat. I ain't even got the rods out yet. This rod right here, potentially going down. He's got it in his mouth. Fish on. He don't feel too impressive, but he's a fish. Ain't even got all the rods out yet. This guy came about. Hopefully it's gonna be one of these days. Hopefully. Fish come on a shad head with a peg float. It ain't been out there long, but I ain't saving it. Yeah. Those of you that know me well and around this area, you know I got crappie. If Will Hunt's on the boat, Will Hunt got crappie. You tell me I can only use one bait the rest of my life, I'm choosing crappie every time. It's legal to use in our area. There's no limits on it. On this particular lake anyway. So fish has been in the mud. Get a picture of it for you guys. He ain't much, but pretty fish. You see the mud on it, on the side there. That's a good indication these fish are laying down in the mud on the bottom. So they're not doing a whole lot. Cold's got them pushed down. In deeper water, it's actually a little warmer down there. The water's equalized. Whereas at the surface, it's 38.7 right now. So, that's one. We'll finish getting these rods out. We'll go back to fishing. All right, we're fishing, finally. All the rods out. Caught that one fish a few minutes ago. Now we're fishing. So, I just washed my hands off in the water and now my hands is numb. I'm sure that's gonna be pleasant. Move you guys over a little bit. I really need to get everything, all my GoPro stuff back together. Been riding some 4-wheelers a little bit and some of my GoPro stuff still with that stuff. So lake is calm this morning. Looks good. This rod right here in the center, fish is swimming with it. Pretty much the same size as the last one a while ago. That's been about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, roughly. I'll show you guys here in a sec. This is why I use crappie head. What that fish just hit. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Hook it back again. Throw it back out there. Catch another one. Where there's those, there's bigger. Not all the time the case, but in this lake, if you start catching fish, there's gonna be bigger ones to come. Like I say, he ain't much, but he's a fish. It's 2 in the morning. It is 8:41. The day is long. These fish aren't hitting real aggressive, and they're running with it. So you got to pay close attention to your rods and your line. Very important to have a line you can see right now. All right, get back with you guys. Corner rod up here is getting a hit. This one's getting a hit. Let's see which one wants to go. Corner rod's still there. This corner rod's going on the back of the boat right here. He's swimming right with it. Get you guys turned straight there. You gotta commit to it, champ. It's going left real slow. Feels like he has it. Let's see. Oh boy, I ain't caught him yet. There he is. Angry. Up underneath the boat. He just hit the bottom of the boat. These little fun-sized fish. Little angry guy. Three fish this morning. They're close to being all the same size, but pretty little blue. Got one over here going. Right beside this red rod right here. Another one over here going. Getting busy. He ain't gone over yet. That's what I like. Keeps me sharp, keeps me young. Oh, you would tangle around that, wouldn't you? Get up around that. There we go. All right, so that guy isn't there. Back out here. Probably the smallest fish of the day. Not that the other ones have been big, but it's four fish on the morning. And it's 8:53. I don't remember if that fish hit a crappie body or a shad. But I like crappie, so we're going to throw crappie back out there. I tell you guys, I get a lot of questions about my bait station here. Fat Fish Designs. The guy's name is Eric Simmons. He's actually native to North Carolina, or lives in North Carolina. But super nice guy. He can create anything you want for your boat. So, being I do most of my work back here, he created that for me. I'd really like to see that that venom rod get slammed over just one time. Ain't happened yet for me. It's got a pretty good sized chunk of shad on it. I don't know what I've done with my pliers. Pliers, there they are. All right, show you guys this fish real quick. Good. Mustad Demon Circles, or my hook of choice. You gotta constantly keep your head on the swivel. When you're using 14 rods, keep your head on the swivel, and you know you're sitting in fish. You never know when that big one can come along. This is a perfect example of an eater fish. If I was gonna eat fish, that's the size fish I would eat. You don't need to keep the big fish to eat them. This is a perfect size fish. That's plenty of meat for you. So I've been doing the carnivore diet. Started November the 4th. Now it's February the 1st. I have no inflammation in any of my joints. Nothing. I feel great. I wake up every morning ready to go. I go through the day. I don't have no issues. But yeah, get this other rod back out. Keep fishing. Shad. This one we're actually going to use a headpiece on. You don't want to leave feeding fish. I know they're small right now, but you don't want to leave them. Wash my hands off. And that water's brutal cold. So we can't hone in on quite what they're hitting right now, or regular Carolina rig versus a Carolina rig with a peg float, because we caught fish on all of them. And we caught fish on both crappie and shad. One hasn't been outweighing the other yet, so it's pretty even right now. When you start to get the pattern of fish that they're wanting, then you can kind of start equalizing your baits out, start equalizing your rigs out. Okay, they're hitting this more, they're coming from this side of the boat more, they're coming from that side of the boat more, the back of the boat. Start memorizing all that stuff or write it down, whatever you got to do. Start memorizing all that. Start taking it into account. You'll start to develop a pattern. Right now, it's just a mix of everything. So, can't quite lock a pattern in yet. Getting kind of warm out here, so we'll wet this coat. Supposed to be like 60 or 65 today, I think. All right. See you guys on the next fish. Come up with that corner rod right there on the back of the boat. This one right here. I got one going down over here, the middle rod. That one's going down again. Head shaking is usually not a good thing for a big fish. And I got a lot of head shaking right now. Probably the biggest of the day. Let's see. This guy's gonna be there. All right. If he goes over, I'll get it to you. A little bit better fish. Thought I heard drag feeling for a second. I got a chainsaw over there running. Never fails when you're on the lake and you have a camera out. Something's gonna be running. It could be a leaf blower or a chainsaw. It could be snowing, sleeting, thunderstorm, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, volcanoes, whatever you want to call it. Somebody's gonna be leaf blowing or running a weed eater or a chainsaw. Hold still, buddy. This guy is hooked well. Through the skull, out beside the eye. He is hooked good. He was not coming off. Wow. Ah, there it comes. Once again, crappie head. That is the second fish on that head. Starting to get kind of mutilated a little bit. They got hit 4 or 5 times earlier. So, just want to make sure it stays on the bait good. This corner's getting hit. I don't know if he'll go. Good, this fish is burping. All right, let's show you guys this fish. You got that casted back out there, rehooked. A little bit better fish. He's down here doing somersaults in my boat. A little better fish. Let's see if we can get some bigger. My bait towel's in dire need of a washing. I clean my hands off with it. I'm just rubbing shad scales back on my hands and it's just nasty. All right, wait on another fish. So it is 9:20 right now. I think that's the 5th or 6th fish, I want to say. So 5, 6 fish an hour, roughly. Pretty good. Just need some size. Right here, slim. Oh, he's ripping some drag. Oh, this is a good fish. Nice fish. Believe it or not, I mean, he's decent size, don't get me wrong. But for that takedown and size fish, he's small. Get the net here. He's hooked good. That was an aggressive takedown. Yeah. After I reeled down on that fish, it kept going. It kept peeling drag. And these are pin squall 2s, and you can see they're tight. Fish get fired up in this cold water. More respectable. So Mad Cats, this fish ain't close to it, but Mad Cats this particular week, their contest is to catch a fish closest to 38 pounds. This guy here, he won't do it, but Basically, you enter code 3838. That's the code this week. You have to have Mad Cat's gear on. Catch it with a Mad Cat's rod. You show the rod in the picture and show the fish being released for your chance to win $500. This is nationwide. Well, worldwide, really. So, closest fish to 38 pounds this week. It changes every Friday night at 7 p.m. All right, let me show you guys this fish. We got a little bit of wind picked up right here. I noticed when the wind picked up, the bite kind of died down, but hopefully the big fish start coming in. I've always found a little bit rougher conditions, I catch bigger fish. This fish is also hooked good. I'll get you back in. Dang, these Mustad Demon hooks I use, when you hook a fish, they hook. Ain't no coming out. There it is. Yeah, when you hook a fish, it ain't coming out. Let's get it back. That fish actually hit a shad. It wasn't on crappie. So the biggest fish did come on shad. I'm gonna throw him back out. Show you guys this fish, then I'm gonna take a couple pictures and we're gonna let him go. He's fat. A little scarred up, but he's a chunky. Fat fish. I'm gonna get some pictures of my phone. We're gonna let this guy go. And I'll be back with you guys. This rod right here, this wind is brutal, man. It's going right with it. Oh, it just come unbuttoned. Just come unbuttoned. Took the bait and ran with it. He didn't look that big anyway. He didn't feel that big anyway, should I say. That was a piece of crappie body that he took. So, light's starting to pick up. It's just really windy. And I'm actually anchored the wrong way. The wind's blowing into the back of my boat. I need to have the V into the wind, but obviously the lake was calm this morning, so I don't have that right now. These anchors are pretty good though. They're called hurricane anchors. They are stout. They're heavy, but they work. They're effective. Well, because I had to fish the shad out, we're just going to throw it back in. I know we had crappie on it, but I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay right here just because of the wind. So. Throw that back out there. Got a few good hours of fishing in this morning. 9, 10, a couple hours, 2.5 hours so far. 2.5 hours and 7 fish. 7, 8 fish, something like that. We'll keep trying right here till the wind just gets unbearable. When the wind gets unbearable and I can't stand it no more, we're gonna pick up. Probably gonna give me some food over here at the marina. Be back with you guys. Alright, so it's 10:42 right now. Hadn't had another bite. A few taps here and there, but that's about it. I'm going to reel up right here, go over to the marina and buy me a bite to eat. Can't talk this morning. Pretty hungry. I had them buying the sausage a while ago, but I hadn't really eaten nothing all morning. Pretty solid day of fishing. I've enjoyed it. Consistent fish. Consistent fishing. So, couldn't really outrun crappie. Couldn't really outrun shad. It was just kind of all over the place. That biggest fish, probably 23, 24 pounds. I'll definitely be dropping some more videos for you guys soon. Get out here, we're going to start. If this water's supposed to be heating up like it is, you're going to see some shallow water bites in my next video. Forecast to be 70 next week, or close to it. So you're going to see shallow water bites. It's a fun fishing, that shallow water is. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll be back with you guys on another video coming soon. Thank you.